Hi, I'm the Moorlander and this is Moorlander Tactical. Being a huge kit guy, I'm just a massive fan of the humble chest rig. Now the chest rig itself has been around for a long time. Historically they've been used even back as far as, you know, marauding Vikings carrying different weapons and maybe having a two of them attached to the chest. Famously Blackbeard the pirate wore a chest rig that had 4 pistols on the front and also, you know, different other kind of stabby kind of items. But the chest rig itself came to fame during, or at least became more popular during the Vietnam War, where the Viet Cong used a Chinese-made chest rig that even the American forces, when they would find them out in the field, maybe from soldiers that didn't need them anymore, they would repurpose those. They would take those so they could be used to carry their ammo as well. It was better than some of the Alice systems that they had then. So recently Helikon-Tex, I think it was last year, maybe a few months back, Helikon-Tex released their Chicom chest rig, which is a nod back to that Chinese chest rig that the Viet Cong used. And I say a nod back to that mainly because they haven't made a carbon copy version of it. Really, they've used that as more inspiration, and I think that will make sense when we start to have a look around this. But yes, so this is the Helikon-Tex Chicom. Now, I suppose starting off with a few things first. So as far as your materials are concerned, this is made from a 500D mil-spec Cordura. There are several different colours. The colour that I'm rocking today I think looks absolutely amazing. This is the Rhodesian camo, which they are hopefully bringing back. The Rhodesian camo kind of, you know, it's not used anymore. However, it is still a very nice camo. I am in awe, and I love the fact that Helikon-Tex are taking old camos and bringing them back. I even have my DNC on here, which I think is great, and I think a lot of different kind of communities, whether you're, you know, whether you're airsoft or whether you're real steel, a lot of people are picking these back up again. So it's great to see this Rhodesian camo on there. But then you've also got your kind of your regular colours, a lot of your flat dark earth. I suppose they haven't got FD, but they've got Coyote, they've got OD green. There's probably black and grey as well, but if you check the website, I'll leave links below so you can see more for the different colours. As far as the buckles are concerned, all of the buckles are rock solid buckles. These are made from Woojin. I like the fact that a lot more companies are using Woojin. I've found that their buckles are great as far as hardware is concerned. They've always been reliable. And then through the rest of it, you've just got quite a lot of mil-spec 1-inch webbing. There's no zips. I don't think there. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's no zips or anything like that on it that you might, you know, worry that might malfunction. The rest of everything else is either with fairly decent hook and loop, or there are some options on here which I have in my pocket, so that instead you can take these flaps off, and you can use those bungees on there, so you get both the bungee to pass through, and then you get one of the pull tabs on the top, so that if you want to run your kit a little bit faster, a little bit more silent than this, then you can add those on there. But it all comes, so you get it. It comes in one of these little kind of manila envelopes. There are your little pull tabs. It's made from like a faux leather, and then you also get your bungee cord in there as well. But yes, rest assured, this does come as standard with the chest rig itself. Now, as far as the chest rig is concerned, as I mentioned, so it is a nod, it is an homage to those original Viet Cong Chinese-made chest rigs. Very simple in, well, I say very simple. And I only mean very simple in the fact that I think some modern chest rigs are all bells and whistles. With this one, it's nice and plain. On the front, you have 3 pouches for your rifle ammunition, and then everything else is just not there. But you do have the option to add it, which again, you know, we'll have a look at in a moment. So on the front here, I've set this up so I've got 3 different types of rifle mags in here. On the left hand side, we've got some 5.56, which is an M4 style, the GI mags. I need to pick up some P mags. It's the only ones I don't have, but I'm guessing because the old-fashioned metal ones slip in, then I'm sure the P mags will slip in as well. But I know they do have a few little ridges on there, but I will check. However, because your 7.62 style magazines fit in there with ease, I'm sure a PMag will be able to sit in there as well. So have two different types. Have the old school metal ones on here, which fit in great. Hopefully I'm not making too much noise close to that microphone. And then we also have the 7.62 PMags as well, which also fit in great. Now I say fit in great. We all know if you're running AK magazines that they have that lip, don't they? It's here so that you can rack it and so you can rock it and lock it. You do still get a little bit of issues around there, however, with a little bit of muscle memory, just making sure that you get it in. And I think getting it in is the trickier side, whereas when you're trying to take these out, you can just pull them up and they will come out. So if you're in the market for a nice AK chest rig, then this probably is going to be one of the better ones for you. Some of the other ones that Helikon-Tex do are really designed for 5.56 ammunition, which they're great. You know, you can lift them straight out. Even the ones that have a slight curl on there, you know, they're a lot easier to get out. But you do struggle with 7.62 AK style magazines. This was designed originally for the Viet Cong around that 7.62 ammunition, so it makes perfect sense that they're a lot easier to be able to take out as well. If it is, just to show as well, if it is that you're running some smaller 9mm style magazines, these also fit in great as well. Now, that's not to say that these don't rattle around. They do still rattle around. However, with the lip, or at least with this flap on here, you can pull those down and, you know, they're just not coming out of there. There's no way that that's gonna fall out by accident. Whereas some other M4 AR style chest rigs, you know, you've got the issue that they actually might fall out. But that's it. Rather than a 4 mag setup on the front, it's just a 3 mag setup, but they've added extra modularity on here. So on the wings, actually fine, let's take this off. Now, as I'm taking it off, as far as it's concerned, it is an over the head kind of job. Very easy to get on and off, apart from when you've got a hood. The harness system on this is an H harness, so the straps go over your shoulders and don't actually meet in the middle. There is a section here that has some hook and loop on here, so if you want to put a morale patch on there, maybe you can do, but you don't have as much crossing or the issues where you just have to kind of get it right behind your back, or get a buddy to kind of get it right behind your back. That's not to say that it doesn't happen, but it's a lot easier to be able to get this on, and there's a lot less twisting at the back. Your main H harness straps come round and attach underneath your armpit, just here. So whether you're a lefty or a righty, there are buckles on both sides, and then you also get the waist strap that goes around a little bit further. I'll put it back on in a second, but you get that waist strap that goes round that stops that extra bounce if it is that you're giving it some legs across a field somewhere. No, I was on about the sides. Forgot them for a second. Okay, so on the sides here you have 2 rows. You have 2 rows of molle or PALS webbing, sorry, and there are 3 columns within each of these. So should you want to run additional magazines on the side, it's very simple to be able to add these. The way that it stands is you just have those 3 rifle magazines. There's no additional pouches on here for pistols, no additional pouches on here for comms. So it'd be very easy, let's say on my right hand side, because I'm right-handed, I could put my comms on this side, and then on the left side I could put maybe a couple of pistol magazines if I'm not keeping them on my waistband. You know, there's plenty of options for this. Now also, just to add an extra layer of customization as well, On the inside, so here is the outside where we have those 2 rows with 3 columns. On the inside here as well, there are some additional Molly or PALS webbing loops on here as well. So again, let's say you have got an additional magazine on one side, you've got your comms on another, and maybe you want to run some pistol magazines on the inside here, or maybe you're just keeping your ammunition on the outside and you want to put your comms on the inside here, especially under the left armpit, you know, you're not going to be close to where your rifle is, then you've got those additional options as well. And that's what I say really around that kind of, it's an homage to the original. As far as I'm aware, and please correct me if I'm wrong on this, I know a lot of you guys have got a lot of historical knowledge out there. The original ones didn't have all of this kind of PALS webbing and Molly kind of added to them. That was all kind of designed and structured a couple of decades after that. An extra little feature which I do like on here as well, just in case you want to run a pack on the bottom of here, they have added a Velcro strip on here as well. So if you have a dangler of choice, let's just put this on because I'm trying to do it backwards. Have I got that right? No, I didn't have it right. There we go. You can put that on there, and then to make sure that you don't have all of that annoying Velcro rubbing up against you, because obviously we've got all amazing 6-packs that we like to just get out while we're running around, then you can hang that from the bottom as well. Now while I'm putting this on, so recently Helikon-Tex also released their Guardian system. So the Guardian system is designed to work, so there is a collection of module bits that you can put together. This is what I mean. So it's not that difficult to get on. In fact, it's a lot easier to get on than some of the X harnesses. I certainly find the H harnesses are a little bit easier and a little bit better. So there's your waist strap that is just connects on there. So I've got my dangler at the bottom, so I've got instant access to any sort of tools, I don't know, Skittles, crayons, whatever it is that I'm eating that day. So I was mentioning the Guardian system. So the Guardian system is this modular system that incorporates a chest rig, sorry, not chest rig, it incorporates a plate carrier, and then all of the extra little kind of accoutrements that fit up with that plate carrier. What you can do with this is you can take off both of these straps here and also the strap here at the front, and you can add this to their Guardian system as well. The Guardian system has an assault pack as well, which you can take off the back, which actually it connects to the back section of the plate carrier, or you can take the back plate section off and then you can just run that instead. That's completely compatible with this, so if you want, you can take these off, connect it to that, so when the shoulder straps come over here, it connects onto this so that you can run a chest rig with a backpack as well. Obviously you've got those struggles of having to get in there, or generally you just ask a buddy to get out whatever it is that you need. But I think again, getting back to that original point of the Chicom chest rig really is a salute to those original chest rigs that came out, you know, 5 or 6 decades ago, that became more popular and have evolved into what we have today. But taking that, giving a salute to that original chest rig and saying, you know, what can we do to bring this up to kind of modern standards? Very simple, but with the added option that you can add to this. Again, if I can, you know, I can put this here on the side, I can have another one on this side, and you really can trick this out. Now that's not to say though that this is perfect. It does have some shortcomings, and that is the fact that, you know, this is your setup. Yes, you can add some extra little bits to the front, but that kind of is it. You can mod it, so like I say, you can take these off. If I just take this out of here for a second, I thought I was going to slide off. So you can raise and lower these depending on what magazines that you've got in there, but this is kind of it. It's cemented in. You've got 3 rifle magazines and then any additional extras you want to add to it. I was just editing this and something came to me and I thought I want to test it, and I thought it'd be useful to add this. So as you usually get with a lot of these style chest rigs, you have this panel behind the back here, which means that you can put in, you know, bits and bobs. But if you've got any of the competition pouches, so this is one of the double rifle competition pouches, you can fit these in as well. Now usually they would go in that way like that, but with this one, if you turn this round, you can put it in here at the back, and the Velcro does line up perfectly. And then if you press it against the front here as well, it also lines up perfectly. Now you do have to use one of the double pistol mags. If you try and use a triple pistol mag, it's just simply not going to fit. And plus, your harness system, which is all messed up now, your harness system does sit in front of this, but you could run 5 magazines in here, 3 at the front, and then 2 additional ones behind here for an extra little bit of modularity. But yeah, I spotted that and I thought I want to test it. I've tested it and yeah, it actually fits. Now back to the main feature. But yeah, I've run this in a few games now. I really like it. I think it's great. Running an AK on those days was so much easier in the fact that I didn't have to worry about trying to get magazines in and out, and yeah, really like this. So as always, I'll leave some links below so that you can see more from Helikon-Tex and where you can pick one of these up. I'll also leave some of my social media links so you can see more from me here at Moorlander Tactical, and also my sister channel, Moorlander EDC. But for now, as always, stay safe, stay Moorlander, and stay EDC. Hope this is working properly. Can you hear me? Yes. Yes, you can. And that's impressive. I feel professional now. Bought myself one of them though, fancy radio mics. I can go and stand wherever I want, and you should still be able to hear me. So I'm going to add this to the bloopers. If the audio sounds similar to my other audio, then yeah, please comment. I'd like to know, because then obviously if I need to turn it up or down, then you know, you're the test guinea pigs. Anyway, where was I need to lift that up. Now we are back on one of my best or most favouriteest pieces of equipment, and that is my boobs. My boobs. Your boobs. Your boobies. Boobies. Where was I? Scratching my ass. With another piece of one of my favourite pieces. Let's say pieces twice. Bit of schmutz on the lens there. It's a freaking wood pigeon. It sounds like an albatross. Hopefully, with the new microphone, you probably didn't hear that as much, but yeah, bloody wood pigeons, do you mind nutting? That's why we eat them. Annoying things should be eaten. Like socialists and vegans. Anyway, hey, I hope you're all having a happy new year. It's the first piece of content of the new year. So yeah, I don't know why I did that, but I just did. See you in a bit.